What's up guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to Steal the Spotlight. I'm back again with another Star With Me video. You guys really seem to enjoy the first one. I also really enjoyed it, hence why we are here again. And I'm actually more excited for this one because now I get to take a bunch of your guys' requests from the previous video, and I noticed there was a lot of 80s and 90s inspiration. So that's what we're rolling with. I pretty much just went through my closet, picked out anything that reminded me of those decades, and then dumped it here. Voila, this is what we're working with. I think we can come up with some really fun looks. But before we get into it, I did want to mention that this video is sponsored by Audible. Usually when I'm doing things like this, like planning out outfits for lookbooks and stuff, that's when I like to listen to Audible. But honestly, it is great for anyone looking to multitask, or if you spend a lot of time alone. I feel like sometimes just having a voice is very comforting. So audiobooks are great for that. At the moment, I am listening to an old classic, also an old favorite of mine, The Great Gatsby, but it gets better because it is narrated by Jake Gyllenhaal, who, if you didn't know, is one of my favorite celebrities. Him and Russell Brand are like my two number ones, which doesn't even make sense, but now I'm babbling. So back to it. Thank you to Audible for sponsoring today's video. If you are interested, you can head on over to audible.com/steal the spotlight, or if you're a US viewer and it's easier, then you can also text message Steal the Spotlight to 500 500. That way you can get your first audiobook plus choose 2 Audible originals for free when you try Audible for 30 days. And if you're wondering what Audible originals are, then it is pretty much as the name suggests. It is exclusive audio tracks which are created by celebrated storytellers throughout a bunch of diverse genres. So again, if you are interested, it is audible.com/steal the spotlight, or US viewers can SMS Steal the Spotlight to 500 500. Okay, I think it's time to get into the juicy stuff, into the outfit planning. I have my laptop here, which probably looks absolutely filthy because it is absolutely filthy, but I have recorded a bunch of the characters that you guys requested last time around, and I think we're gonna start out with the Heathers, and I'm kind of nervous. This has been one of my most requested for a very long time, and I always just put it off because I just feel like they did such an amazing job with the wardrobe design in that film, especially with the color symbolism, with each girl really representing their own color, and it totally matches their personality perfectly. So keep in mind, I am only using things I already have in my wardrobe, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get it bang on, but obviously we are looking for blazers and kind of like tartan or mini skirts. Thankfully, I do have a lot of blazer options to choose from, most of which have been thrifted. And if you are going for a very authentic Heathers inspired look, then thrifting your blazers shouldn't be a problem because they do have that heavy dose of shoulder pads, which is iconic for the 80s. Well, I think the Heathers actually came out in like 1990, but mostly 80s trends, I suppose. So yeah, we've got a few options here. Okay, I feel like I can't really make a red look work because I don't have a solid red blazer. I've only got this checkered one here, which I feel like isn't enough of a statement, especially considering then we're like also pairing it on a tartan skirt. It's just too much, but we could work with yellow. I have this yellow blazer. It was originally from Zara, but I did actually thrift this one. And I thought we could team it with this kind of mustard yellow sort of set. I really wasn't expecting to like the yellow option so much, but I think it's actually turning out pretty good. I'm just adding this scarf. I can't even really remember if they wear scarves, but I feel like it just adds to that overall preppy sort of vibe, which is definitely iconic for them. Honestly, I'm out here doing my best to make this blazer work. I originally thought it could team with the green, but no, it's not a look. It's not a look. So I've switched it out. The only other option I really had was to do an all black base, which I think this outfit is really cute, but it's just not Heathers worthy. Color is everything in that film, and this ain't it. Usually when I do character lookbooks, I kind of just take inspiration from a ton of different outfits and just get the overall vibe and essence of the wardrobe design for that particular character. But it does get a lot trickier when you are doing cartoon inspired characters, because often they only have one outfit that they wear for the duration. So, you know, it's kind of a very iconic look and it's hard to get it exact, but I am gonna try and tackle Daria because it is one of the most requested once again. But yeah, please don't come for me when the outfit doesn't look perfect, because I am working with this as the best coat option I have. You know, it's more of an olive green, parka, anorak sort of situation, but I definitely think it'll still give off, you know, kind of like that moody sort of vibe. So hopefully that one will work. And then of course, just going in with a plain black skirt, I'm probably gonna use this tennis skirt here. And then for the top, I have actually one of my most worn pieces recently, which is this mustard toned ribbed turtleneck. And then of course, gotta pair it with a pair of boots. I'm thinking Doc Martens, but I also have these really cool lace up boots that I thrifted, which I'm kind of dying to wear. Oh, and of course the glasses. Let me go and grab some. I don't have like circle ones, but we should be able to make something work. My next one is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I think I'm gonna do two looks for this because I just can't help myself. Obviously the first one is the man himself, Will Smith. Such an iconic style, and I don't really have a ton of things that scream him, but the other week I was thrifting, I came across this shirt. Tell me this doesn't scream his name. I absolutely flipped. It was only $12, which I actually thought was really good because they had it in the vintage section, which usually the prices are crazy in there. So pretty much I know I want to style this, but I just do not know how to make it work. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to just fall back on denim, but that's kind of boring. Like, it looks good and I feel like it makes it more wearable for today, but I don't know. I just want it to be more flamboyant for him. I wish I had like, I feel like he wore a lot of shorts, the kind of like fluoro swimming trunks sort of vibe, but I don't have anything like that. We could do overalls. Overalls. Why did I not already think of overalls? I believe he does actually wear Doc Martens in some episodes from memory, and I think that that will actually work really well. Obviously, he also does great hats, but I don't have anything really that pops enough, so I think I'm just gonna settle for a plain black bucket hat, which kind of ties in the chunkier shoes as well. So, I feel like an absolute idiot in this outfit. It is just an actual joke, honestly. I think it definitely is something that Will Smith would wear, but I do not have the height nor the personality to pull it off. So yeah, not a fan. I think I'm just gonna have to go back to the jeans option. Let's not even talk about this ever again. Like I said, I'm gonna do another look for this category, and I'm gonna make it Ashley Banks because I feel like she is borderline more requested than the Fresh Prince himself, and I can see why. Her style is amazing. I've been rewatching the Fresh Prince on Netflix recently, so I feel like I have a good idea in mind of what I want to do for her. I really like that we kind of get to see her style evolution. She has a lot of different looks in the shows, and I don't know, I feel like high-waisted mum jeans are definitely a good start, so I'm gonna play around with a look for those. But also, I really like that even in her later teen years, sometimes they style her in a tartan skirt, which is kind of a nod to her younger years, but she really toughens it up and makes it more of a cool girl sort of theme. So yeah, that's another option I'm willing to explore, but let's see what we have. Obviously, this would be my go-to tartan skirt, and I do have one specific look in mind, which is totally contradictory to what I just said before about getting the overall essence, but sometimes you just have something in mind. I'm pretty sure she does like a tartan skirt white shirt, and then the denim vest. And I absolutely love that look. Definitely something that I'd like to give a go for myself. I think this would be a good option for the white top underneath. Very 90s vibes with the ribbed and the button up. I think that would also pair really cool with a pair of mum jeans. I mean, I have the light wash ones here, but I might even grab more of the true denim ones out. I think that would work better for her. And she does like just the signature 90s flannel around the waist as well. So I think that this yellow one could work. Next up, we have my girl, Kelly Kapowski, and I was so happy to see that so many of you guys obviously love Saved by the Bell as well. And looking back on her style, it's kind of like, wow, I don't know if I can actually pull that off. I think only Kelly could, but hey, we're gonna give it a go anyway. And the great thing is, I mean, actually, I don't know if it's early 90s or if it's late 80s, early 90s, but the trends definitely lean more 80s in my opinion. So that means that you can pick up a bunch of really cool stuff at the op shop. Once again, I'm just like repeating myself now, but we've got this little number here, which, I don't know, that's actually probably more Lisa style. This is very tacky 80s mini skirt. I think that this could work maybe with like some light wash denim over the top as well, and then just like a cute little white crop top or something underneath. This is another great option. I feel like this is a very good contender. And I do actually have these high-waisted shorts. I'm not really a shorts person, especially denim shorts. I don't know, they just don't really suit me, but these have the little floral patches on them, which is just so her, and that could team up well with that cropped jacket. Also, I just feel like colored denim in general is very her. So this pink skirt could be an option. Okay, now I just feel like we have crap everywhere and all the pieces are very her, but none of them really mesh together. I'm not really sure how many looks I want to do in these videos. I feel like I babble on a lot. I don't want them to be too long, but I still want heaps of outfits for you guys. So let me know kind of how long of a video you are willing to watch for this sort of thing. But this is going to be my last one for this time around, and it is Buffy, which I have done a Buffy look in the past. I think it was in like iconic 90s characters lookbook, something along those lines. I'll leave a link to it in the cards if you guys have missed it, but I still get a ton of requests for her, and for good reason. Obviously she slays, which that's my attempt at a bad dad joke in case you didn't pick up on it, because my delivery was honestly that bad. But yes, moving on, I'm excited to tackle an outfit by Buffy once again. I feel like the benefit of kind of a slightly longer running TV show is that you can really gauge what her wardrobe essentials would be, things that keep reoccurring and popping up. So things that I think of for her is definitely leather, whether it's leather pants or like leather coats, like this sort of thing here. I think this is what I styled last time around. But she also does that really kind of like cutesy 90s girl vibe really well, especially when she's in school. So like the mini skirts, the tank tops, cardigans, and then she toughens it up a little bit by doing the like just below the knee boots, which is a 90s essential for many characters. Actually, another kind of like reoccurring wardrobe staple for her, I would say, is that really classic 90s silhouette coat where it kind of nips you in at the waist and then flares out a little bit. Okay, I actually feel like we have some really good options here and they all seem to go together. We've got the reds and the blacks. So yeah, I think this one is gonna be a winner actually. I would really like to style the faux snake print skirt. I don't know, I feel like the snake print doesn't really scream Buffy, but definitely the fact that it's faux leather And also a lot of her mini skirts I find have that little slit in one side, so I don't know, maybe this is like a good combination of my style and her style, which could be fun. And I think it would team up really nicely with that little collared shirt and then the knee-high black boots. I feel like that's kind of simple. I don't have a jacket necessarily to go with that, but I do really, really like it. Another option though would be just to go with a plain black leather mini. I don't think the silhouette is as spot on as that other one, but we could team it up with the cute little rose trim tank top and then do the red coat over the top and then again the same boots. So those are the two options that I'm leaning towards. That pretty much sums up today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to hit me up in the comments with any requests you want to see for the next episode of Style With Me. Also, side note, I did not purposely ignore all of the kind of witch themed inquiries. I decided that it deserves its own full lookbook, so that will be coming probably in a week's time, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I already have the outfits all planned out just before I filmed this one, and I'm very, very excited. But in the meantime, if you wanted to, make sure you head on over to audible.com/steal the spotlight, or US viewers can text steal the spotlight to 500 500 so you can get your first free audiobook on the 30-day free trial with Audible. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Audible for the sponsorship, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.